Hello, Starlight ARMADA here, and welcome back. Today, we will be going to Duna. Well, we'll be sending a little rover called the Bug to Duna. Um, there's, this is really not a rocket build, so I guess I won't be telling you guys how to build a rocket. If you'd like to learn on how to build a rocket to get out to Duna, out to solar orbit, I would refer you back to the moon tutorial. So if you haven't watched the moon tutorial on how to build the bottom or the how to build a good rocket to get you out into solar orbit or Minimus or wherever, I would suggest watching the moon tutorial. But anyways, right now I'm just using parts that I've already assembled from the sub assemblies. I'm going to be putting on some these little what the heck are these dang things called? These parabolic antennas. I usually put 4 on because they're pointing all over which way. That way we always have a good signal. Right now I'm just kind of thinking of how deep I'm going to put them, because there's going to be well, there you go. That looks good. Remember to save your aircraft, or remember to save your stuff, folks. Alright, now we're going to be going and we'll be using a super lift. This was basically just like the Mun rocket, the Mun tutorial. It's just 2 more tanks stacked on top. Well, that's actually 1, but 2 more for the on the outside. So if you guys want to, well, I suppose I should have just kind of built it, but I don't know, kind of impatient, so I kind of wanted to get this thing out there because I have an idea for it. So I'm just gonna be checking all the staging, making sure all that stuff's right, and trying to get everything to kind of work right, because I don't want to be stuck out in space and trying to have with my staging messed up. So remember, folks, to check your staging. Always check your staging. Okay, and we're gonna need parachutes, so this little thing is gonna have to land. So there's a few tricks. Oh, there you go. Alright, I got it. Alright, got the symmetry down. Okay, now we're just gonna have to fix the staging here real quick. And okay, got the parachutes. I'm probably gonna need I'm thinking 2 more, just to be safe, but even if I don't use 2 more, well, maybe I should have put 2 more, but I don't know. Alright, well, either way. Alright, we're ready to launch. Okay, let's get this thing in the air. Right now I'm just kind of fixing my trajectory, making sure I'm not going to hit any other, the Mun or Minimus. So I'm just going to zoom out here. Okay, we look good. Alright, pointing in the right direction. And if you guys want to go out to solar orbit, make sure you're pointing in the right dang direction, because if you're not, you're either going to go closer to Eve or you're going to go closer to Duna. So okay, we're just going to be blasting off real quick. Today, the only maneuver nodes that we're going to be using are prograde, retrograde, and I believe radial in. Those will be the maneuver nodes I will be using today. So, alright, we're just waiting to see how this is. Just 2 more tanks. That's it. It's pretty much what it is. I call it the super lift. It's for my heavier stuff, but this rover is pretty light, so we're going to be getting there with a lot of fuel. So but sometimes I guess having extra fuel doesn't hurt, so I always recommend putting just a little bit more fuel than you really need. So just in case you need to make I guess unannounced maneuvers, I guess, or I don't know, I guess if you F it up, I guess you F up your trajectory or whatever. So, but anyways, we just dumped the first stage, I believe, and we still got quite a bit of ways to go. Duna is pretty dang far away. So okay, well, we just made it into orbit. So alrighty, come on, we just gotta get up there. Remember, folks, we gotta get up to 2700 ms to get to solar orbit. It's just like in the Mun tutorial. Remember how I showed you guys how to get out to the Mun? You gotta make it up to 2700. We're just gonna let it burn for just probably about a little bit longer. Then we're gonna, zoom past. We're gonna make our trajectory zoom past out by Minimus, and then it's just gonna keep going until we get another orange circle, or an orange orbit, or a pre-orbit, or whatever the heck they call it. So, alright, we should have dumped the, alright, cool, we're on our last 4 of our tanks, so we're just waiting to dump these other tanks, so that way, alright, we're going up to 25, 26, alright, 27, just like I said, slow down to a quarter. Alright, there we go. Now you see how that works? Alright, 27, we're just going to kind of, pretty soon, there we go, throttle back, and just kind of let it, let it burn for a little bit. Alright, see how we're doing this? Alright, this is why alright, there we go. See, this is why I kind of told you guys in the beginning to make sure you're pointing in the right way. Because if you're not pointing in the right way, you're going to be going backwards. So, and I don't know, I've never done that, but I always make sure my trajectory is on, so. But anyways, we got to get out to solar orbit. We ain't trying to get in touch with the Mun or Minimus, so we're trying to get out to Duna, so we got to get out to solar orbit. There's a thing called planetary orbit and solar orbit. Right now we are in solar orbit. Alright, now we're just making, see how we're doing that? We're using prograde and radial in. See how that brings it about? Alright, now we got an encounter once it goes purple. See? Alright, we got our little encounter there. That looks better than nothing, I guess. We might, alright, we might try to make that, we gotta get that a little bit better anyways. I was trying to get it better, but kind of didn't work. So we're going to be pointing back this way. Okay. Alright, and there we go. Looks, well, a little bit. Alright, there we go. See how we're just doing that with prograde and retrograde? That's it. Whenever you get out to solar orbit, just make a maneuver node. Don't mess around with any of the other maneuver nodes. Just all it is prograde. You just point, prograde. Just pull forward and it'll go all the way out, and you should get an encounter, but you have to be at a 45-degree angle away from Duna. So you have to get into a 45-degree angle with Duna. So okay, you got to make sure that you fast forward a little bit, get in line with Duna, at a 45-degree angle. Then you're all set. Make a little maneuver node. Me, what I usually do is just kind of make sure I'm pointing the right way, and then I make sure I'm pointing the right way. And right before that, I kind of make my little maneuver node. Just kind of try to get everything done, and try to basically get everything right the first time. But sometimes it doesn't work. So just remember a 45-degree angle. Make sure the Kerbin and Duna are at a 45-degree with the sun. So alright, now we're just blasting off to Duna, making sure we get all our little stuff done, I guess, and getting it down. Alright, see how I'm saying, folks? Right over there's the liquid fuel. We have a lot of fuel left, so okay, we're almost done. Alright, good enough. We're almost done. Now we should have an encounter. See how much fuel we have left? We should have an encounter with Duna. Okay. See what I'm saying? This is solar orbit. See how I'm at a 45-degree? And after that, I'm just gonna glide my way in, or float my way in to Duna. It's not that hard. All it is prograde. Just drag it forward, and at a 45-degree angle, make sure Kerbin is at a 45-degree angle with Duna with the sun. You know what I mean? It's just like on a clock. Make sure Duna is at 2 o'clock and Kerbin is at maybe 2 and 3. Yeah. Well, maybe 1, maybe 1.5. I don't know. But anyways, all right. Now here's where radial in comes in handy, and you guys will be seeing me using it. That's all it is prograde and radial in to get to Duna. So just remember that. Whenever you're out here, don't get frustrated. Just radial in. I don't care which way you're pointing, radial in. See how I'm doing that? Get your little marker set. Alright, see how far I'm off? Now just watch. See how it's getting dragged all the way back in. Otherwise, I'd have went and shot off into space, man. But anyways, we're coming in, trying to get our stuff done. And, you know, that's why I kind of put a little extra fuel. You know, sometimes even I make mistakes. So, all right. So now we're just coming into Duna. We want to be on the other side. You want to be there. You go. And the reason why for that is you want to go with the rotation of the planet that you want to come in contact with, I guess. So, because if you don't, you're gonna hit the ground a little harder, I guess. I never tried it, but this is the way I usually do it. So, you know, I'm kind of all right. Now we're gonna be pointing radial out, because after you make that, all right, there we go. We got 122 something meters above Duna. So that right there will pretty much work. This is basically going to be a one-shot landing, so hopefully, you know, I make it all the way down and, you know, kind of safely. It's to be my first time putting a rover on anywhere. I didn't even test this rover out on the moon or anything. I was so excited to launch it and so kind of in a hurry to get it over here for you guys. So just to try to make a tutorial for you guys because somebody requested it. So okay, but anyways, all right, we made it over to, we already zoomed in and all the other stuff. We got here, we're going to be landing right around there. So all right, we're going to be coming in, we're going to be pointing retrograde. Once you get here, point retrograde. You know, that's, you know, after you get your landing site and all the other stuff picked out, point well, retrograde it, you know, make an orbit just like I showed you in the moon tutorial. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll refer you back to the moon tutorial. Alright, that's where we're going to be landing. So alrighty, we're going to use the remaining amount of fuel to slow us down. You see how fast we're going to go, 800 something ms. You don't want to be going too fast when you hit Duna's atmosphere because you will burn up. So it's got some gravity, it's got an atmosphere just like Kerbin, but it's thin. So right now we're going to be decoupling from the big half. All right, there we go. We got the little, and this is the landing, landing module, I guess we'll call it, or a landing little lander. And this is what we're going to be taking down to the surface of Duna. So, all right, we're at 43. Okay, you just got to keep yourself slow. Connections, it's good. We don't have nobody in this, so we're relying on the remote control thing. I have a satellite orbiting Duna, so it's should be good. You know, it's all good. So, all right, we're at 30. We're coming down, and we're going to be doing a suicide burn pretty soon, and then we're going to be hitting up the. We're going to be deploying the the fairing. Right now we're doing our little suicide burn to get us down to probably about 100 and some. Alright, we got our surface speed. That's how fast we're going down to the surface. We're at 15,000, 14, 200. Alright, now we're going to be slowing down because it might take us a little while to get down there, but we'll be alright. Okay, we got it down to 100. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're going to be deploying the fairing shortly, so, and it's going to review our little bug rover. We're at 10,000. Our fuel is still good. Okay, so we're pointing the right way. The wheels, alright, good. So, but anyways, we're just going to be deploying the fairing, and after that we'll be deploying the chutes to help us slow down just a little bit more. We have 4 drogue chutes, and there it is. Okay, we have 4 drogue chutes. Going to be slowing us down. Okay, that slowed us down. Whew. Alrighty. Okay, we're down to 12 ms. Oh. Yeah, it's my first time landing a rover or a rocket like this on Duna. So this is a first. You guys, congratulations. You guys get to see my first. And it's well, it's not that bad. I mean, heck, the drogue chutes are helping out pretty good. So as you guys can see, I did put extra drogue chutes on here. You know, I kind of smartened up. So all right, coming down at 15 ms per second. We're at 336. Pretty soon we'll be going to 35. All right, we're gonna be landing 8.2 ms. Okay, we're going down pretty dang good. So that's always a glad thing in this game, you know. Holy man, that's always a glad thing when you got something under control. You know, as you can see, our fuel's a little low, but we're coming down. The surface is right there, so. Whew. It took us a little while. Like I said, there's nobody in here, so I'm just gonna have to, you know, drive it off and, you know, try to get it away from this, because this thing is supposed to pull away from the rover, but well, I don't know. It might not work. So all right, we're coming down, throttling. Oh, gotta throttle down. All right, and there we go. Okay, woo, there, woo, we did it, yay, finally. I didn't even test this thing out yet, so, but you know, like I said, I'm going to be turning off the reaction wheels because I don't want any, I guess, unannounced torque, you know, because your car will start flipping and, you know, doing all kinds of weird stuff. So I'm going to turn off the torque. All right, that's disabled. I'm going to be lowering it to the ground. So, okay, all right, just lowering it using RCS to lower it. All right, and then it will be decoupling. There you go. Woo! Alright, now I gotta get this thing away from it. It was supposed to pull away, but you know, as you can see, it kinda didn't, so I was like, oh well. It just started to spin, I guess, uncontrollably, so I'm just gonna try and get this little thing away. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to wreck it. In the future I'm gonna be I guess I'm gonna have the Desert Fox come over here or come into Duna orbit, and I will be dropping off a pilot. I'm pretty sure it's, well, I'll be dropping off a Kerbal to pilot this little rover. And I'm going to be, and what I'm in search of is the face on Duna. I heard there was a face on Duna. That's why I you know, made this little rover. I was gonna make a refuelable airplane, but that's a lot of weight. Then this is much easier, and I don't have to refuel it. It runs off of plutonium. So other than that, you know, it's a nice little rover. It does its job. So hopefully I don't wreck it. So, but yeah, there it is, the bug rover. And there's your guys' Duna tutorial. So, but other than that, we made it. Starlight Armada. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you guys, I don't know, leave a comment, I guess. Like and subscribe.